Well, Trevor, Charlie, thank you so much for joining the second episode of The Line Change, where we go off ice, talk about everything but hockey. I'm in the locker room. Charlie, we just did an interview before your win last night, always talking hockey, and hey, that can get old sometimes. So obviously the fans want to know more about you as people off the ice and kind of where you come from. So I want to start with family with you two, because you two seem like very family-oriented people. Charlie, I know you're married. You have a younger son. How old is he now, Trevor?
He is 20 months.
Aww.
So, yeah, it's been pretty cool. Feels like a rite of passage. You come to the Caps, you have a kid, and we got a lot of little ones running around. It's pretty fun to have a lot of similar age kids on the team. You kind of a lot of guys going through the same stuff, whether you're complaining about not sleeping enough the night before, waking up early. I'm sure our wives would love hearing us complaining about how hard it is for us. But, it's a lot of fun. It's a new experience, kind of changes your whole life, but it's been pretty cool.
I definitely do not have kids yet, but 20 months, is that old enough to – can he start getting into skates, or too young for?
I could probably tie him up and he wouldn't be skating out there, but he could maybe walk around, kind of step around. I brought him on the ice the other day. It was pretty fun. He liked just getting kind of dragged along the ice and flung around. He's a little he likes getting kind of flung around, tossed around, kind of a little bit of a risk taker. So it's fun to do, kind of chuck him around.
That's cute to see.
Yeah. You know,
saw that firsthand.
Firstborn.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Risky guy like you.
No doubt. Yeah, no doubt.
Now, Charlie, you don't have kids yet, but like Trevor just said, kind of seems like a rite of passage. So how long have you and your wife been married and here in Washington? How are you enjoying it?
Yeah, we've been married a couple years now. I've known her for a long time. We went to high school together. So yeah, I think we've been together for close to 7 years now. Yeah, it's been amazing. We both absolutely love it here. The guys are unbelievable. Just a really, really good group here. And then the wives' room. I mean, we got a great wives' room here too, by the sounds of it. So, no, it's been it's been an absolute blessing being here.
So I know before you more so it might still be your child, but Trevor, I was told, obviously a huge dog guy, that was your favorite child until a true human being came along. So this is a big dog team too. Like you said, family, dogs. You guys do the calendar, the canine shoot, all of that. So let's talk about each of your furry friends for a second.
Yeah. You want me to go first?
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Lead the charge.
Yeah. I have a golden retriever named Dwight. It was kind of a compromise with my wife. She's always been a dog person growing up. I never had one. Too busy running to hockey rinks with my brother and stuff. So, but then once we moved to Carolina, kind of had a little more open space rather than living in a small apartment in the city of Chicago. So we did that, and now it's been the best thing ever. You know, you come home at 2 a.m. after being stuck on the tarmac for an hour and getting in late, and dog wakes up, greets you at the door, and it's the best thing. My little one now, my human baby, he started to do that now, where he run to the door when you get back from practice. So that's pretty fun.
Yes, one of the very few. Don't care if you win, lose, how you played,
exactly,
just to see them there wagging their tail. That's special for sure.
Yeah, my dog, he's almost 5 now. His name's Riley. He's half Aussie Shepherd, half Lab, and kind of like what Trevor was.
Has he met Dwight?
What's that?
Has he met Dwight?
I don't know if he has, actually. I got to get that arranged.
3 kids, we used to do a lot more like dog play dates. Go to Donaldson.
Duhame was saying on the last episode that he just found a dog park near him, and I think he and Radish have gone there.
There's a place called Donaldson run.
Have you gotten invited to those dog play dates?
No, have not. So there's something going on. There's something wrong with that.
The new guys,
I don't know what the deal is.
New guys,
not
same
cool
line,
enough. So yeah, Riley, he's been. We rescued him at 9 months. So I think we got him during COVID, during 2020, and I mean he's it's amazing. Like kind of what Trevor was saying though, like. You could have a bad day at the rink, or things can be going on, and you come home and he couldn't be more happy to see you. And just he always brightens up my day, and Mickey and I truly see him as our firstborn. So but no, he's just amazing, and whenever we have downtime, constantly just playing with him in the backyard, playing fetch with him, and just having fun. So he certainly brightens up our day, and lucky to have him.
And Trevor, your dog's name is Dwight. Does that happen to come from The Office? That's what
Yeah, exactly.
I was told here in my notes. So I'm not a huge, obviously watch Netflix, whatever, but I'm not a huge TV person. So I'm one of those very few people who has.
What's your go-to then?
Oh gosh, my go-to. So I just finished Lincoln Lawyer.
Okay,
Have you seen that?
I've seen a movie. Is there a movie called Lincoln Lawyer? Right?
McConaughey.
Yeah.
Okay, this is the show. I don't know who the actor is, but no, it was good. I don't know, suspenseful stuff like that. And then like most girls, that trashy reality, Selling Sunset.
Oh, yeah.
I'm on Love Island Australia right now.
Okay, so I Love Island, I like a little bit, not as much. It started going into all the countries, UK, stuff like that, and it's like my TikTok algorithm, that's all. So you watch Love Island?
With the wife every once in a while. I'm kind of passively watching, kind of on my phone, listening in, kind of
just sitting with her.
Is that like a Bachelor, or what is Love Island? Is that,
it's just...
It's like 10 guys, 10 girls.
You love love. I know
I
that.
do.
I do. So
it's
about finding love.
Okay.
Well, it's exactly what the name is. Yeah, it's like guys and girls on this island.
Yeah.
And you're in it's a villa, right? It's called a villa. And there's pools and whatever.
I think if you went on a show like that and Mickey was on there,
I think we would definitely link up.
Soulmates,
100%. Right from once we catch
talking to Annie about that. We were just I don't know.
Really? There's some debate there?
Well, I think I'd be just so bad on something like that. That's not really my thing. That you just I might be eliminated early.
Oh, jeez.
Wait, why do you think you would be eliminated early?
Yeah, let's get into this.
Yeah, this wasn't on my notes, but this
is a little intimidating. You walk into that. Generally, the guys are pretty buff, jack too.
Very true. Very true.
It's intimidating.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, well, let's go off script for a second along the lines of that. Looking at this team here, who on the team do you think would make the best bachelor?
We have to tiptoe here because everyone's got a girlfriend.
That's true. This isn't. Okay, maybe let me rephrase that. Who would win? Do it the other way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying. Who's got that
charisma?
Yeah,
Riz,
charisma.
as they're saying.
Riz. That's what the young kids say nowadays.
I don't know.
It's hard. I don't know.
Dowd's a great people person.
He is.
So
he is witty, humorous. Yeah.
So Chick is obviously.
Chick is a stud, man.
He can take a peek.
Take his shirt off. And
but then he'd probably make you eat. No offense to him. This isn't a shot at him, but
he's
strict diet.
A strict
Very
diet.
strict diet.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, he's. You see a guy do it like that, it's kind of like you pick up bits and pieces, try to dabble in what he's doing, but not many are as locked in.
Yeah, that's true.
That's awesome. Okay, well, still along the lines of TV. So I'm a loser, have not seen The Office, and I see here though, Charlie, your favorite show is the Andy Griffith show. Griffith.
Yeah.
Can't say that.
Andy Griffith. Yeah.
Okay, that's interesting for somebody your age.
That?
You're not exactly. It's
Turn back the clock.
Is it actually your favorite show, or is it part of your whole aura that you're giving off about being this type of guy?
Yeah, exactly. No, it's legit my favorite show right now. It was filmed
right now or all time. Are we talking?
All time is probably One Tree Hill.
Yeah.
So it's hard to go.
Actually, that might be mine.
It's hard to go away from that. But
name my son after Lucas Scott.
There we go.
Did
Lucas
you
Scott
really?
was a stud.
Not actually, but that's his name.
I knew his name was Lucas.
But Andy Griffith. It was filmed in the 1960s. It was probably the most popular show back in the day. And then growing up,
what can you watch it on?
It's on. I got YouTube TV. So, you can record it. It's on, it's also on.
Is it like you and Mickey are watching it, or is it like your own?
Mickey's not super diehard into it. She finds some humor in it.
Yeah.
It's on, you'll find it on cable too. On, gosh, I can't think of what network it's on. But when we go on the road, sometimes I'll find it on TV. No, not Lifetime.
That's amazing.
TV land, I think.
On the road in all these great cities, and you're in your hotel room
watching my black and white show. Yeah.
I know. I love how you're saying, oh, it's real popular in the 1960s. Meanwhile, you weren't born until
half the country. I don't think had TVs.
Yeah, I know.
That's hilarious. Yeah. Well, on the lines of that too, Charlie, you seem like just a very, and you can probably attest to this, easygoing type. I wanna talk into, you and I were talking before we started rolling. John Walton, the radio play-by-play voice, my boss as well, was telling me a great story about you, how you guys, I think it was last year, on the road in Nashville, have a few days there. Obviously, an off day in Nashville, one of the best places to be.
Legit.
You're gonna go to Broadway and just bar hop. That's what I would do. But you were on a bench reading a book about fly fishing. John walked out of the hotel and he looks and he's like, "Oh, it's Charlie," and sees that you're just by yourself reading a book.
Yeah, I mean that might seem like I'm of course I did. Yeah, absolutely, especially in Nashville. I got really into fly fishing last year. It was something I always wanted to do and I always wanted to try. Growing up in Minnesota, like we spent a lot of time on the lake, just regular cast fishing. And so yeah, fly fishing. Like we got some nice streams around here. Jason Service, our athletic trainer here, he's actually a big time fly fisherman. So I got to talking to him, and there's a shop right down the road here called District Angling, and Serbs hooked me up and told me to shout out. A little free shout out there. Told me to go check.
Sponsor us.
Exactly. Seriously,
yet.
There we go.
We're looking for one eventually.
There we go. So he said, go check out this shop. Rich, he's the owner. He'll hook me up, and so I headed over to the shop and got decked out and all type of fly fishing stuff. Absolutely, 100%. You gotta look the part.
With fly, so I was working in Colorado in the AHL prior to here, and I'm from the East Coast though. So when I moved there, it was like, it was beautiful, a foreign country. But one thing I specifically remember when we would drive into the mountains, the winding through the Rockies, and there were so many people, obviously, especially in the summertime, fly fishing. And my dad, every time he would come visit, was like, "God, that looks awesome." But it's a whole thing. You got to wear the waders? Is that
waders,
what they are?
yep. Yeah. You're getting in the water. And actually my favorite movie, I would say it's my favorite movie ever, is A River Runs Through It. It's with Brad Pitt. And then the actor from Uncle Keith from One Tree Hill. I can't think of his last name's like Sheffer or something. He's on the movie too.
I don't know that I've seen that movie.
It's unbelievable. Like the cinematography. I know
you've been talking about it a lot.
Yeah,
I should watch it.
It's filmed in Montana, and just the setting, and I think the line is like trout only grow in beautiful places. So, even my wife and I went to Colorado this summer. Went to Crested Butte, and which is a beautiful part of the country, and there was a guy fly fishing, and like the backdrop was just stunning. And I said, "Hey, can I just take a video of you? Like this looks unbelievable." But yeah, it's just a beautiful sport. And when I get into something, I tend to go into it 100%. Like I go cannonball. I'm gonna jump full in. And so yeah, I'm sitting on a bench.
How's your game at well, you called it a sport. Like, would you call it your game, your skill? Like.
Yeah, skill level.
Is it an art or a science, would you say more?
It's an art. Yeah. It's definitely an art, 100%. And it's okay. Like, I got a lot to learn. I think I've only done it probably 4 or 5 times total. And so, yeah, I got a lot to learn. But
is Serbs pretty good?
Serbs is really good.
Yeah.
Serbs is really good. And Serbs has bounced, he lived in Colorado for a while, did it in Wisconsin. So I think he's been all over the country doing it. So I had an opportunity about a month ago to go out fishing with Serbs.
Around here?
Yeah, it was like an hour, kind of right on the West Virginia line.
I could see it being decent there.
Yeah,
not the Colorado mountains.
Yeah, yeah. So it was just being with him. Like he was telling me what to throw on and everything like that, because it's totally different. Like you got to follow like the bug. It's getting boring, but like follow the bug hatches and everything like that. I have no idea. So that's where I got to spend some time watching YouTube videos.
Were you baiting your own hooks, or did you have to have?
Actually, Serbs was putting it on. I don't want to admit it, but he was hooking me up pretty good that day. He went full guide mode, so appreciate him.
We might have to start a whole nother show, just fly fishing 101.
Yeah, seriously.
With Lindgren.
Yeah.
I'd like to learn.
I was going to say, Trevor, are you a fisherman, outdoorsy guy at all?
So I grew up. My dad loved being on the boat, but he just likes kind of cruising around.
It's
and
my kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah, just kind of hanging out, and that's always the first thing everyone asks him when they get, oh, how much fishing do you do? He's like, oh, I don't really fish, but we're more like water skiing, tubing, stuff like that. But yeah, I'd like to learn. Pick up a new skill, new hobby, something to do.
100%.
There's a bunch of creeks and rivers by me up in New England. Not the views you're talking about, but
yeah, there's still some nice views up there.
Yeah,
I lived in Connecticut for a little bit. It's Northeast,
Northeast
it's a nice part of the country.
Cape Cod,
probably the best.
Cape
probably
Cod's
the best
great.
part of the country, I'd say. No,
Midwest is by far the best.
it's all kind of similar though. Once you get out there, like East Coast, it's like. It's competitive. It's like it's
sardines in the Northeast, though. It's people are just all over each other. Yeah. Too many people.
Too packed.
And no patience with driving.
No.
My dad's an Italian New Yorker from Long Island. My mom's from Pittsburgh. Sorry, now I'm getting into my whole story. The people don't care about me. They want to hear about you. But the Northeast is so, I think it's different from, and I lived in Minnesota. You and I talked about this yesterday. So I feel like a player, just with how hockey has, same thing. Like my career has taken me all over. And Minnesota nice, at least I thought. And
what do you think that means?
I think it means everyone is literally so nice.
So you found that to be true?
Because I've heard, I don't believe this. My brother lives in Minnesota, and he's married to a girl from Minnesota. But like people are saying, like I've heard people say this, that like Minnesota nice means like nice to your face, like not so nice. When
I don't know. That's interesting.
Backstabbers.
Interesting.
Yeah, like I don't believe that to be true, but I've just heard people say that.
Well, yeah.
Maybe not so much nice, like easygoing, like kind of what I was just saying, like the Northeast, my family, I know, like we're just like everything here is like fast paced, like driving, it's like come on, like you're beeping, like I felt like the way of life was a little more
pace of life is a little slower, a little slower, which I like. I like that.
Yeah.
I don't like the hustle. I don't like the hustle
and bustle.
No chance.
And
no chance.
Church on Sunday, like
yes, sir.
Nice, easy living.
Yeah, exactly.
Everyone drinks their coffee and donuts after, and we
no doubt.
Yeah, no, that's exactly.
No doubt.
That's exactly.
No
what
state
it
is
felt
more
like.
proud to be. Like if you're from Minnesota, like
we're very proud.
Everyone generally knows
we're very proud.
Yeah.
Obviously, working in hocky, like you meet so many people from Minnesota, and I've not met a single person who is ashamed to be from Minnesota.
Wear it with pride.
You don't have the one thing I loved was the Midwest accent. Like I didn't know anything about the Midwest until I got there, and even that was almost 5 years ago. And even like if I'm on the phone with my mom, I'll say a certain word, and she's like, "Oh, that's your Minnesotan coming back in." But no, that's awesome. I do hear along the lines of like hobbies and talents, you're a good pickleball player, though.
Yeah, pretty good. I think I'm just generally pretty athletic.
I've never heard of
that. It's like no, but I used to play take tennis lessons growing up, like a week every summer, like play tennis or whatever it may be. So I got a generally pretty good
got some decent hands.
Tennis, ping pong, pickleball. I mean, my only competition has been my sister-in-law that I've ever played. So I mean, if she's watching this, she knows what the scores have been. But
you haven't played your wife?
She's not really
not into
the athletic type. I mean, cheerleading is a sport, and that's what the sport she did. But her sister was a tennis player in high school, a volleyball player, so I play her. She generally gets a point or two against me, but
that's about it. You shut her down?
If I'm feeling nice, like let it get to like a 7-7. I can't quite get it at me to lose.
Step on her throat after that?
Yeah, but it's fun. It's like, I'm trying to get my parents into it. They like playing tennis, but now it's a little easier to play pickleball, not as much running around.
It's an old man's game.
Oh, I love it. Yeah. I play with my family.
Kind of evens the playing field, So
you guys are obviously professional athletes at the highest level. When you are playing stuff like that with relatives, your wives, whatever, like are you as competitive? Like do you show them any mercy, or is it like, no, I'm winning everything I do?
You go.
I show no mercy. Honestly, it's whenever I'm playing any sport, it's
like who would win you and Ryan? Pickleball, you think?
I'd say pickleball.
But do you play tennis in the summer? Or no?
Used to. Body can't really handle tennis as well anymore. I get so sore after playing tennis.
Yeah.
So tennis, I think Ryan's got the leg up on me. Pickleball, I'm gonna give it to myself.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
why? Like, is he?
I think he's probably got more tennis experience.
Yeah.
Where I started to play pickleball a little bit more the last couple summers, so then I'm starting to
More
get
of
the
like a tactician, like
little bit, get to the net, good hands, throw some spin on it.
Yeah.
You know,
hard to deal with.
yeah, oh yeah, no doubt. And then obviously being a goalie, I got the reaction time and everything like that. But yeah, we got into even this summer. I played pickleball a few times with Nick Dowd.
Who's winning?
We did doubles primarily. So I think there were some times I was on Dowd's team, sometimes I wasn't. Dowd's a good player though.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I don't know, those racket sports, paddle sports, there's so much moving around. Like you really actually have to get warmed up because I played pickleball. It was like late June, and I kind of messed my body up a little bit for a bit. So that was it. I didn't play the rest of the summer, but it's really enjoyable. It's a good workout.
Yeah. Like what sports were you strictly hockey, like playing against your brother and stuff? Like I would play like James and Brendan, and like we'd play some tennis sometimes, and it's pretty fire.
Yeah, we would play. I mean, me and Ryan, we played a ton of tennis together. Yeah. And I got to give him, like, I'll tip my cap. He's pretty freaking good at tennis. Yeah. We played all different types of sports. I mean, you know me, I'm, like you said earlier, I'm very athletic. Any sport, I can pick it up, you know, and be really good at it. So,
is it you?
I mean, I've seen you spin a football.
So. Oh, yeah. I mean, again, you should ask the guys about my football skills.
Okay.
Because I can throw a pigskin. Yeah. Let's just say that.
I mean, if you didn't go to the high school, if you went to a different high school, you might have been.
Probably could have played varsity.
And
then I probably could have played after that, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's been fun about this. Each episode
plan.
we've done, someone has said, you gotta ask so and so about this. You gotta ask so and so. So it's like I'm
need that validation.
Yes, I'm trying to learn as much as I can for this. But the more I talk to you guys, the more I'm getting about other ones on the team. One last thing, or a couple more things before we wrap this thing up. Noticed your favorite social media followings. I know you were asked that, I think, for the W magazine, and both of you, out of everyone, celebrities who influencers, not that boys care about influencers as much as girls do, but both of you had another player as your favorite. You don't even remember that?
Tom?
So, Trevor, you said Dylan Strome.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah.
And you said Nick Dowd.
Oh.
Wow.
Okay.
Why is that the case?
Who did I say? Stromer?
You said Stromer, yeah.
Well, Stromer, I feel like he's doing fun things, finer things. Like you learn a lot. You can find out what good restaurants to go to in DC. He knows all the spots. So
seems like a good girl
like
dad too.
Yeah,
oh, super good.
He is
super
really good.
Yeah,
I mean, he was up at 7 a.m. this morning driving west to school, like 4 hours of sleep.
It's impressive.
Just answering the bell. You know.
There we go. Nick Dowd, I don't even know.
How active is he on there?
Not real active.
I
think
requested him a while ago. But
Pending.
Pending, you know.
Yeah, I think I said Nick Dowd just because of that. He's off the grid. I like that he kind of stays
People are gonna be searching
under the
for
radar.
Him now, so.
Oh, for sure. I bet.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
All our listeners.
Cat's out of the bag.
So.
Nick Dowd, just a great personality. You got to do some digging on his page. He doesn't really post much anymore, but
does he have any pictures from his
too.
college days where he had the hair going, or no? Do you think?
I think he does actually. Yeah, I think he does.
Have
you ever seen Dowd's hair from college?
Seen Dowd's
you
hair,
should go
no.
check.
You have your phone?
Check that.
I do.
Oh my goodness.
Go check that out. It's down to his shoulder blades. Yeah.
It's on his No, how do I look this up?
Just do Google. It should be the first one.
Yeah.
Nick Dowd, long hair, St. Cloud.
Yeah. And I think he did. I think it was called Locks of Love. Yeah. Does that sound familiar?
Cut it off for.
So it's all for a good cause.
No, he looks very clean cut in this.
No, you got to find another one. That's.
He had it down to his.
Wait a second. Yeah. Here we go.
That's better.
Nice.
I mean, that's impressive.
He was the original headband.
Wow.
Wait. Bands.
Wait, it gets even better.
Him and Nick Jensen have a nice.
Oh my God.
My goodness. Yeah.
That's him?
Yeah. He looks like a movie star.
Is the camera seeing that?
We had to do this last time for Do Him too. Camera can get this.
Yeah. Yes. A long hair face?
Not really. No.
I had some long hair.
Did you? How far? Like would it
Not
go?
That.
Would you throw it back and?
Yeah, like long hair.
Really?
Yeah. You
I
might
can't
be able to
even
find it,
picture
too.
you. I can't even picture you with long hair.
That's how I met my wife.
Really? She was into it, huh?
Yeah. My line was, I need a haircut. Can you give me some Rex?
What a pickup line, Trevor. That's
Ate it up.
Well, you met your
Oh,
wife
my
in
God.
high school. What was the lines back then? I know you're a little older than me, so
well. We weren't together in high school. She actually was at the time. She was dating one of my defensemen.
stole it from your
my
teammate.
Yeah.
Jeez. Planting seeds.
Planting
and then
seeds. Yep. And then I think my first professional year of hockey, I went up to I played in St. John's, Newfoundland, and she was going to grad school in Vancouver. So I don't remember this at all, but I think she actually maybe slid into my DMs with like a bonjour.
Wow.
And I just ate that right up.
Hook,
I
line, and
guess.
sinker.
Okay, that's all.
No
that's all
way.
I needed. Yeah, that's all I needed. So.
And the defenseman was in the dust.
Oh, he's
after
in the
that.
dust. Yeah. Yeah.
Jeez, bonjour.
That's it.
What'd you do
Bonjour.
back, do you think?
Como ça va?
And look at
my
you
God.
guys now. That's
Love
good
language.
Oh,
to
yeah.
know. Good
Yeah.
to know.
Yeah.
So, well, along the lines of family. Sorry, I said we were going to be done, but you guys are you're
Yeah,
wonderful.
we'll keep it
You're
rolling.
open
Chopping into
books.
bits
Yeah.
and pieces.
Both of you, and again, not hockey talk here, but it is really unique that you both have a sibling who plays as well. I know you have another brother who's a Minneapolis firefighter.
Yep.
Any more siblings?
Nope. That's
so
it.
3 boys. What
Yep.
about you, Trevor?
I have a younger brother too. Played in college at UNH, where me and James also
Right.
went. Then he went to Northeastern. That he played in the coast a little bit. It's a minor, but now he coaches hockey in our hometown. So it's 3 boys.
So
3 boys.
3 boys in each family. What was that like going up? I'm sure the competitiveness was off the charts and probably still is.
Yeah, we used to play like mini sticks in the basement.
man,
and
so
it'd
much.
get wild. Sticks would be getting thrown.
Yeah. Holes in the
People's
wall.
butts would be going through the wall. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was intense. Who do you think would win now? And like if we did like a decathlon?
Lindgren's versus
Yeah.
Van Riemsdyk.
Yeah.
I gotta go
Just straight
Lindgren's.
athletics.
I gotta go Lindgren's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
we're an athletic bunch.
yeah. Your brother looks the part. Like he's, yeah.
Yeah.
Your younger brother seems like
He's
well
a
put
stud.
together too.
He's a stud. It was fun though. Growing up, like it was having 2. I was the oldest, so having 2 younger brothers. I mean, it was just competition in every single thing we did. We did a lot of board games growing up, street hockey, shinny hockey, pickup football. I mean, you name it. We were constantly playing sports. We had we all have great groups of friends back home. So after school, getting together and just having fun. I mean, it was couldn't have asked for a better childhood.
That's awesome. Well,
Getting deep there, but
yeah, that's great. It's
Jeez.
what it's all
what
about.
board game would you play?
played Sorry, played Monopoly.
Yeah. Ever play Pictionary?
Played a little Pictionary.
I
Yeah.
used to play a little bit of that.
Charades.
Sometimes the
do a lot of charades.
Are you guys
Yeah.
Catan guys?
I'm
No,
not.
I've never played that.
No.
Really?
No.
Is that what's that like? What's that similar to?
It's very interesting. So I only asked because we have good family friends in hockey, a coach in the NHL, and he is obsessed with it.
Really?
And
I know.
I know other.
Guys have
he-
brought. Is it a big board that you
It's
have
a
to-
big board, and
Yeah.
it's like I feel like and this guy is a Western Canadian. I feel like the Western Canadians would like this
feel
game
like,
because
yeah.
it's all about like you have shipping, and then you have like sheep. Like I'm making no sense.
Yeah.
You got to
Yeah.
go look it up. But it's essentially about gaining as much like land and product. It doesn't make sense. I didn't like it, but
Yeah.
I'm just asking. I got bored.
Well, what's the game that the guy like Dewey plays it all the time? I think Dewey plays it.
on their phones.
Do you play that?
No. Clash of Clans, maybe.
Clash of Clans. Yeah, I think that's
Oh.
kind of you're
Okay.
trying to take
Digital
over
Yeah. They're
Big piece of
All I
land
know
through.
is he said, "Yeah, this is a big hockey player game." Like, and
Yeah.
I was like, "Okay,
I've seen
well,
it
I'm
definitely
out. I don't
before. I've
like
heard of
this.
it, but I've never
Yeah.
played it.
So, okay, well, I promise. Last one now, and Charlie, this is for you. Need to talk about your foundation or program that you and Nick Dow do because you guys just had it last week. Obviously, you do Lindy's lineup. Nick does So Kids Soar. Tell us a little more about that and kind of the meaning behind that and how it all started.
Yeah, well, my wife is she's an occupational therapist, so she spends a lot of time working with kids that need help. Maybe they have some challenges, physical challenges, or there's some things that are challenging mentally for them. And I think the main point is this community has been so good to my wife and I. It's really important for us to get out and give back to a community that's been so good to us. So like that skate we did 2 weeks ago, I mean, that I can't even tell you how cool that is. Just and then getting to team up with Nick Dowd and spend some time with just unbelievable people. You get out there and the kids are always in such a good mood, and they have such a big impact on us, and hopefully we have the same impact on them. But I mean, it's I credit a lot of it to my wife for really spearheading it and really pushing to get something going for us. And any way we can help out, honestly, it's we want to do it. And we just feel very lucky to be a part of this community, and there's so many good people in it, and we just want to touch as many lives as possible.
Well, I know the Capitals are just excellent with their community programs. Trevor, we've seen the Hockey Fights Cancer Skate and First Responders last week. So as another player on this team and having the opportunity to interact with different kids, different people, and we see, we cover you guys every day. This is normal, but to see that just coming out to a practice, I mean, it makes their life, and the people that stand outside and wait for autographs for you. So when you kind of think about it and you do get the chance to be with those kids, whether it was the cancer patients in the locker room or the first responders, what does that mean to you to be able to make an impact like that?
Yeah, it's kind of hard to wrap your head around that, how much of an impact you can have on someone's life when it feels like something so simple. All we really got to do is show up with a smile on our face and to make their day. And you feel a little guilty that you probably don't do more and you help more people because of the platform we've been given. We're fortunate enough to be looked upon as role models and things like that, and you try to carry yourself in a certain way to represent yourself, your family, the team, the organization in a certain way. And I mean, there's just so many guys on our team do so many things. Tom's always out there doing great things. Chuck, Dowder. It's great to see guys take the initiative and not just do the bare minimum. As they want to do as much as they can.
That's awesome, and I think that's a wonderful place to stop. So thank you guys. You were wonderful guests on this second episode of The Line Change. I enjoyed chatting with you, and I know our fans will love this as well. So thank you so much.
Yep. Appreciate it. Thanks for having us.